use. So we had to take funds out of our rent money to go buy groceries so that way my son wouldn't starve. And so that was one thing, or another thing. And then another thing was she's sitting there telling me that I was abusing my baby because she was screaming so much. She has colic. I took her to the doctor. They checked her for everything. They said she looks healthy, she's gaining weight, that she just has colic. There's not much you can do but give her, like the Mylican drops. I've been trying to look for the gripe water, and thank you, Lacey. You told me where it was. I'm going to go get it on Wednesday when my husband gets paid. So, there's only so much that you can do and help them through it. It's the severity of the colic that, you have to deal with. I don't think that she has it that bad, but she has these times where she just screams in pain, and it breaks my heart. But there's only so much that I really can do, I've done everything, like Lucy's husband showed about the legs into the massaging the stomach. I do that. I put her high on my shoulder so there's a little pressure on her belly, and I pat her on the back, I give her the Mylican drops. I've tried, my mother-in-law had me try a little bit of formula with ginger ale in it, and that helped a lot, actually. That stopped her from screaming. But it's just, bitch, you have no idea. Like, I just wanted to scream at her. Like, how dare you tell me that I'm a bad mother, that I don't know my baby? I just hate women who are like that. I hate people who think that they just know everything. And she's telling me I was overfeeding my kid. Well, no, the reason why I was feeding her so much is because I wasn't producing enough. So she was always hungry, and I didn't know that I wasn't producing enough. I mean, how are you technically supposed to know how much you produce? So that was another thing. She just drove me absolutely insane the whole time I was there. I will never talk to her again. And I told my mother-in-law, I was like, the next time you talk to her, I was like, tell that bitch that she has no idea what my children are like, what's wrong with them, and how dare her think that she can discipline them and tell me that I'm a bad mother. Because if she needs to realize who a bad mother is, she needs to look in the mirror. She is neglecting her autistic son. I mean, he is no smarter than my 2-year-old, and that is sad to say because he's 8 years old. And I feel bad for him. Okay, here's an instance. 3 years ago, we went camping with them, and he pooped his pants. He was scared to ask somebody to take him to the outhouse. She threw him in a 12-degree creek. I could not believe my eyes. 12 degrees? Are you kidding me? We were on a mountain. That creek water was melted snow. I was like, oh my God, you are a stupid bitch. You are she's abusive to him. Like, doing that to your child is abusive. I couldn't believe it. Anyways, okay, that's my rambling about stupid girls. Or stupid people in general. I lost my whole train of thought because I just get so worked up about them. They are so mean. They think they know everything, and it really, really bothers me. So, oh yeah, we just got portraits done, and I could not believe the prices that these people ask for. We spent $232 on 24 wallets, 4 5x7s, 1 8x10, and 1 10x16. I was like, holy cow. And you couldn't buy a CD separately. You had to buy it with a package that was like $300. And I was like, why would you sell everything else separately but a CD? And she's like, well, that's how they get you. That's how they get your money. I was like, that's bullshit. Seriously. So, I better not go through what Lucy's going through, because that really pissed me off. And I feel really bad for Lucy, because those are beautiful pictures that she should be able to do whatever she wants with. I understand that they want their label on it, but seriously, those are her pictures. That's why she purchases them, right? Anyways, I don't think I've lost any more weight. The last time I went to the doctor, I was the same. I'm not going to say what my weight is. It's less than when I got pregnant, so that's a plus. I don't know what else. Oh, here's another thing. Okay. So we're looking to move and to get the feel for having a house, so we want to rent before we own. And I thought it would be a good idea. I said, well, maybe we should rent to buy, you know. And my husband agreed. So I went on Craigslist. And I found this house, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1-car garage, $895. I thought, you know, not a bad deal. Well, then I watched the news after I sent an email to this guy just with my name, my phone number, and my email address. And I send him an email. He sends it back really quick, right? Well, then I watched the news the next day that this person is scamming people on Craigslist about housing, and that about a dozen people in one day showed up to this 4-bedroom house, and it was 2.5 baths, 2-car garage for $900. And I was like, wow, that sounds way too good to be true, right? And he's saying that these places are furnished, and that you can only rent this place for 5 years, and he'll check up on you, and it's only a $500 deposit, and that rent's due by the 5th of the month. And you know, I thought, you know, this is a great deal. Maybe somebody's just trying to look to, you know, for a little extra cash. I've never done anything like this, you know. So I watched this news and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm such an idiot. Why did I do this? I wasn't going through anything that had legal documents or nothing. I was like, thank God I didn't give him our home address or anything like that. Like, he could come and, like, you know, do something to my family. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Well, then I just got another email from him, and so I called my local news, and I'll see if they run it. I'm not totally sure if they will, but the guy sounded really happy that I contacted him. So it said something about, like, if you need to proceed, I need this information, and you need to send me $500 to Africa. He supposedly lives in Africa with his family. And I was like, hell no, I'm not going to send money to somebody that I will not be in contact with. Like, that's bullshit. You are freaking crazy. Are you kidding me? So anyways, I could not believe that I fell for something so stupid. Like, I should know better. So I will be looking in the newspaper where I know that it's legal and that these people check on it first. I mean, I like Google Maps this place, and, you know, it was a house. It wasn't like a warehouse or anything like that. But these houses that he's saying are, you know, for rent are not through his name and are not for rent. They're for sale only. And it's like, you know, I couldn't believe this. And, you know, for me to get involved with something that huge, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So anyways, I reported him to the news. I mean, he had already been reported to the news, but I reported further documentation showing that he's still proceeding in this and that they have not caught him. So hopefully they don't think that they have a lead on this guy and, you know, they arrest the wrong person for fraud. So, I mean, he was asking some of the most random questions like, you know, do you have pets and what are their names? Why do you need to know the name of my pet? Are you crazy? I'm not going to tell you, like, he's like, I really need personal information. Hello, I'm not going to give you personal information up front. You know, I need to meet you face to face. I need you to show me the documentation that, you know, this is legal. I'm not going to send this